Hey everyone, hope you're well. I'm dropping in as I have something very exciting. I have rebranded. And you say, why would you rebrand? You're already awesome. You're already doing all like amazing stuff. But to be perfectly honest, the the previous version of the channel, which I started doing these videos on and was really, really proud of and loved talking about stuff, it just wasn't always sort of hitting the mark in terms of me and my authentic self and doing a channel that I guess was really had my stamp on it, and something that's sort of unique that sort of people would want to watch or are interested in, and finding out a little bit more about, like, it's all very well, like, there's so many videos out there that are self-help or self-awareness and all this sort of bollocks. I'm here to have a bit of fun. I'm here to live colourful. I'm here to have my opinion. I'm here to learn to shuffle dance with all of you. I'm here to learn clubber size routines. I'm here to make an absolute AT of myself. And I don't give a ponies because it's my life and I am going to live fluoro. So this is me. This is authentically me. I wear gym kit during the day. I have funky glasses and I have an opinion. So this new part of me is really sort of tapping into the authentic self of me and my channel, and me being in my mid-40s and loving 90s dance music still unashamedly, and going to be talking all about, I guess, still some of the stuff that we touched on before, like being child free and how that affects people, and what's happened recently in terms of friends not showing up for me and making judgments about my book and all of that sort of stuff, which is fine. Everyone's got their opinion. At the end of the day, the best thing about a book, you can put it down. You don't have to read it. Anyway, so just going through a little bit of a rebrand, but my videos will be fun. They're going to, as I said, you can learn to shuffle with me. I'm going to be doing some dancing. You can see how terrible I am at it. I'll show you some of the stuff I've been doing at clubber size recently, which is great. And we'll be talking about all the other stuff, as I said, that I mentioned. Like, I'll go through myself a book bee shower because I'm not having kids. So I'm going to throw myself, I gave birth to a book. So, but then it's funny how people then don't see that as important as like a baby shower or wet the baby's head. So people, will make their excuses and not come. I had people, right, that I'd invited that hadn't even sent me a text, hadn't even acknowledged. Anyway, sorry, the dog barked. Gotta love these things, right? That just didn't even bother to text me to say, oh, sorry, we can't come or we can't make it. Just not even the courtesy. So anyway, we're going into a little bit about that as well. Also, some of the podcasts that I've been on. I've been on a couple of podcasts now with Ems on TNT, which has been amazing. So we get to talk all things royals and all have my opinions about Harry and Meghan and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, it's going to be great. I've also been sort of really engaging with a lot of spiritual content as well, which is really, really interesting. So there are a couple of channels out there that I would really highly recommend. John Binney, absolutely number one. He's fantastic. Chloe the Mystic Mage, make sure you get onto her channel. She's brilliant. And I've also been looking a lot at Amanda Ellis and also Mr. Astrotheology. So this whole astrotheology thing is really interesting to me. So I've started sort of looking into it a little bit, as well as, I go to a spiritualist church. I have all of my little things. Like I've got my little crystals and my, bits and pieces around me. Got my little sage smudger. Looks like a turd. But anyway, and I've got my little Tibetan bowl that I ding every morning, make sure I clear the energy. So I'll be getting into a bit of that as well, and just a little bit about my journey and how I've had my grandparents come through. I've had a friend of mine come through who passed away from cancer last year. Just talking about sort of my evolution on that as well, and I guess sort of tapping into a little bit of, you know, that sort of energy work and how it actually now really grounds me. And even falling asleep to some of the sound baths that I listen to, it's really sort of made a massive difference in terms of my outlook and my energy and all of that, you know, when you wake up in the morning, you know, I don't drag myself out of bed anymore. I've got a focus, I've got a purpose, which is amazing. So things have turned around unbelievably. But yes, we're now living fluoro. We're going to live the fluoro life. There's still be a bit of the Cotswolds stuff in there. I'll still talk about my book. I will still talk about all these really cool things that I've been doing and the travel that I'm doing. But we're going to also be, you know, going a little bit nuts, being ourselves, having a bit of a dance, talking again about just things that make you really. So anyway, welcome to the rebrand. I hope you're going to really, really enjoy it. And I will see you in the next video, which will probably be a little bit of clubber size, a little bit of shuffle, and also probably, yeah, a couple of little dance music things and whatever. And I'm also going to have a bit of a rant about, you know, these shitty little friends that decide that, you know, if it's out of their zone, it's not important. Anyway, love you lots. I'll see you in the next video.